So on this channel, I've been talking smack about other people's facial flaws, so I think it's high time that I put myself under the same microscope, but this time using FaceIQLabs. FaceIQ recently came out with a new app that he just launched, and he offered me a bag to make a video about it. And besides, this is something that I would want to do anyway. So yeah, we're going to put our face into FaceIQLabs, compare our face to over 60 plus measurements that can tell me pretty mathematically what I am out of 10. So this is going to be pretty interesting, and if you guys want to get FaceIQLabs for yourself, click the link in the description below and use code AW to get 20% off. All right, let's get into it. All right, so I'm a little bit nervous because, you know, I'm kind of scared that I'm going to get below 5. Like that's all I want. As long as I'm above a 5, I'll be relatively happy. That's all I want. So apparently you can change your race and ethnicity, and I guess there's different standards depending on what race you are. That's kind of interesting. Got East Asian, South Asian, Native American. Wow. Interesting. Okay, well, for this video, let's go with what I actually am. And I've taken some front pictures, and man, I know I'm gonna have to like point out where my hairline is, so I had to show the forehead. You know, I can't fringe cope anymore. I actually have to do it for this video. Man, all right. This is my side profile. Why is point number 1 hairline? Fuck's sake, man. I know I'm gonna get dinged so badly on how large my forehead is. I just know this is going to happen. Look, even the AI thinks my forehead line should be lower. God damn it. God damn it. Left pupil. Okay, I don't think I need to like show you guys this, so we're gonna fast forward through all of this. But needless to say, 45 dots I have to place. It's quite a lot. So what I've got to say about this is it's very handy in how it gives you like a diagram of where to put, you know, the points of where to map out your face. It gives you a diagram, tells you how to find it. So that's pretty good. Like if you don't know all of these technical terms, this is something that I think is quite handy. Alright, so we finished, and I'm kind of curious to see what we're going to get. So let's review all. I'm kind of nervous. Actually, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to be under a 5. Please be above a 5. Come on. Come on. Unlock my score. Okay, let's see. Oh! 6.33. All right. Okay. I'm above a 6. Okay, that's great. So I'm in the top 13%. So 1 in out of 7.67 guys I look better than. That is fantastic. I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy. Whoa, look at this disparity. So overall I'm a 6.33. My front view is only a 5.79, but my side view, my side profile, 7.22. Oh, if only I could go on dates with girls just doing that right. Like, that would be so fucking good. So let's look at the key strengths. Holy shit. All right. Ideal maxillary projection. I have pleasant mid-face projection by indicating that the upper jaw is not overly projected or recessed. Harmonious facial convexity. Nice. Ideal ramus length. Man, we got 10 out of 10 on these. Holy shit. Literally perfect on those. But obviously there's going to be some stuff dragging us down. Balanced nasal profile. Excellent. Refined nasal tip. Interesting. Harmonious ear protrusion. Wow. Babe, I've got a harmonious ear protrusion. Bro, you want 10 out of 10 harmonious ear protrusion for your children? You come to me. Ideal forehead width? Really? Really? Balanced brow ridge. Ideal forehead slope. Defined neck. Ideal neck width? Yeah. I've been doing my neck curls. I've been doing my neck bridges. I'm glad I'm getting you know, some extra points just for that. Excellent nose width. Interesting. Excellent nose width. So it's not too narrow, not too wide. That's good to know. So I guess that takes rhinoplasty out of the question for making my nose more narrow. That would be a bad idea. That's actually good information to know. Balanced upper lip fullness, balanced jaw shape, well-positioned upper lip, balanced lower lip thickness. Okay, so I've got big juicy lips. Okay, I get it, FaceIQLabs. Thank you. Excellent jaw width, balanced facial thirds. Really? I thought my top third was just way out of proportion. Well-positioned eyebrows, balanced eye shape. Okay, so this is just a bit of a glazing session, but I'm sure we're going to get to some brutality the further we scroll down. Well-contoured orbital region. Interesting. All right, okay. Ooh, areas of improvement. Okay, now we're getting to the juicy stuff. Insufficient eye tilt. The outer corners of the eyes tilt downward, giving a droopy or sad look. Okay, so this is basically, the translation of this is, I should get canthroplasty. That's what FaceIQLabs is saying. That's interesting. Yeah, sure. But that really took me down. That is a severe, you know, a severe thing to correct. Interesting. Mandibular recession. The lower jaw is set back, giving a less prominent chin and an unbalanced profile. Yeah, I hope I can, like, resolve some of that when I finish my course of Invisalign, when I finish, you know, getting my teeth in a, you know, a less shit position, and hopefully that can alleviate that a bit when I finish. Under projected chin. Ooh, that's interesting. The chin lacks forward projection, creating a weak lower face appearance. Okay. So if we're going to, like, you know, translate this into what you should do surgery wise, I suppose that would mean genioplasty. I suppose that's what it would mean. Over projected nose. The nose protrudes excessively, dominating the facial profile. Okay, so my nose sticks out a little bit too far. But it's moderate. Disproportionate lower face, short chin or long philtrum. Yeah, I've suspected this as much. I've got plenty facial width and, like, ramus, like that's all good, right? It's just a bit short here, right? Just a bit short there. The chin appears too short relative to the philtrum, or the philtrum appears too long relative to the chin. Since we measure ratios rather than looking at absolute lengths, these two conditions cannot be distinguished and represent the same proportional imbalance in the lower face. Okay, interesting. Medium set cheekbones. The cheekbones are moderately low, providing limited mid-face definition. Flat jaw. The jaw lacks curvature, appearing straight and less dynamic in shape. I thought straight was a good thing. Flat jaw. Oh, I think I know what this means. It's you can't really see, like, the gonian because I'm a bit too high body fat. So instead of it being like a notch here, right, if then it goes straight, it just kind of like, it's just like a straight line. I think that's a symptom of me being relatively high body fat, at least in for actually looking good. You know, I'm like 19% body fat, something like that. So, and can be corrected with losing fat, I assume, because I've got the bone. It's just not showing like that. Overly compact midface. The middle of the face is too short, appearing compressed or wide. Interesting. Overly compact face shape. Okay. Wow, I got dinged badly for my lateral canthal tilt. Interesting. So I would be a good candidate for canthoplasty. That's interesting. I got 2.7 out of 10 on that. Wow, that's the good news is that's relatively easy to correct. That's the good news. One eye apart test. Okay, I'm all right with that. Okay, a bunch of obscure autistic angles I'm really good at. That's good to know, I guess. Wow, look at this, 9.32 eye aspect ratio, mouth corner position, 9.44. Wow, almost perfect. So I don't really need to make my eyebrows any more low set. Top third, bigonial width. Wow, excellent. So I was kind of blessed in like the my facial width. That I've got plenty of that. Eye separation, that's fine. A bunch of good stuff. Eyebrow tilt, neck width, 10 out of 10. Wow. So my neck is 94.1% the width of my mandible. That's excellent. That's excellent. Those are those neck curls. I think like I would get. I definitely wouldn't be perfect with neck width, or basically perfect with neck width, if I didn't do neck curls and neck extensions and so on. So I'm glad that FaceIQLabs is accounting for this. I'm kind of curious to see what I would rank if I put myself before looks maxing. Like that would be interesting. That would be interesting because I got a sneaky suspicion that I was definitely a sub 5 before. In terms of like looks maxers that I've ascended, I think I'm doing pretty damn good for myself. But yeah, maybe that could be a good part too. So let's look at my side profile. Recession relative to Frankfurt plane. Okay, so this just needs to be a further out. This dinged me badly. 1.37. Interesting. Orbital vector slightly negative, but not too bad. We got 8.92 out of that. I gotta say, this is like this app is like a dream for an autist. All these numbers, all these percentiles, all of these like these ratios, and like it's just so it just tickles me like that, right? It's very satisfying, this app. And it's also very good that you hover over some of these specific ratios and measurements, and it like gives you like a diagram using your own face. That's fantastic. That's a really nice touch, I must say. Mandibular plane angle, oh yeah, excellent. Ramus to mandible, man, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm doing great on that. Facial convexity, wow. Okay, that's good. 10 out of 10. So these are all the things I got 10 in. I didn't think I'd have so many individual perfect ratios. Like I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting all of these 10s. Like, what the fuck? See, some of these like ratios I've never even like heard of before. Like I'm familiar with some of these, but some of these I'm not, it's my first time hearing about this. Like the nose tip rotation angle, like what the fuck? Apparently I'm a 10 out of 10 in that. Excellent. Great. So basically what this is saying is that I'm in the top 28.2% when it comes to my front view, and in the top 1.78% when it comes to my side view. Damn. And I'm kind of curious, like, if I get to a relatively lean body fat, I think that side profile is going to get even higher. Like, I think I'd get into like the top 1% range maybe. If I saw out some of those ratios that could be corrected by losing a bit of body fat, I think we could get that even higher. But also the front view too. The interesting thing is that this app is basically telling me that I would be a great candidate for canthoplasty or canthopexy. That's very interesting. I didn't know that was like priority number fucking 1 for me. My lateral canthal tilt. Interesting. And it's not even like a bad tilt, it's just neutral. It just so happens that I get dinged really fucking badly if it's not at least positive. So if it was like something better that you could achieve with canthoplasty, like 8 degrees positive, this would skyrocket my front view rating. That's good to know. That's very interesting. And yeah, wow. If you want to get FaceIQLabs for yourself, click the link in the description, use code AW to get 20% off. And this is only applicable to the first 100 people that buy from that link. So, you know, no rush, but there is actually a rush. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.